Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Lost in a Game, where I teach you the things you need to know to help you find what you're looking for. In this episode, the things that I want to go over are the best ways to play Fallout 4. And the best way that I know of to play Fallout 4 is to go ahead and play through this part only once. Now I'm guessing that you've probably already played through this point once, so that's a little impractical, but really, if you ever have an idea that you want to start a new character at some point, or if you want to play the game in any way a different way, there's key ways to make it the easiest to do that. So the number one way is to go ahead and create whatever character you want. It doesn't matter, he could be the ugliest looking guy, he could have whatever name, he could have the most messed up stats at this point in the game. It doesn't matter. Because what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and save once we reach that point right before we leave the vault. And the reason why we're going to do that is so that way if I ever want to play the game again, I can go ahead and create a new character by loading that save point, change my name, change the way I look, change my stats, change anything I want at that beginning point in the game, and I can go ahead and play from that by skipping all of this beginning part, which if you are like me, you know that it is awesome the first time. It creates an amazing story, but if you want to play the game over and over again, it's brutal to get through this first point. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're just going to skip all of this stuff, and I will see you guys here in a minute when we save right before we leave the vault. Alright everyone, welcome back. Now, right here is the point that you want to go ahead and save. We're just about to go up the vault elevator door. Now, it took me about approximately a half hour, and I basically sped run through this whole thing. I put my agility all the way up, I put my strength up, I just ran through this whole thing and talked to everybody as fast as I could. I didn't pick up anything and just kind of ran through it to get to this point, and that's about a half hour. If you were to actually create a character properly, and if you were to actually pick up all the stuff and, get some stim packs and do whatever the hell you wanted to do in the vault, it'd probably take you about an hour plus. But the minimum amount of time to get through that section there, like I said, is about a half hour. So, like I said, go ahead and save right here. And what this is going to do is this is going to get us to that point that we can go ahead and edit our character whenever we want. If we want to create a new game, we can load this, and then we can go ahead and get in the elevator here, and we can change our name, change our appearance, and do whatever we need to do before we go up there. So that's going to be the best way to go ahead and play Fallout in the beginning stages of the game. The other thing that I do want to go through with you, I don't have any game footage on it, but I did want to kind of mention this really quick. Also, another thing that you can do is if you get to a certain point in the game at which you need to make your basic decisions. Now, if you're like me, I like to play through a game multiple different ways, and Fallout is no exception to that. I love this game, and I really want to play through it and kind of find out exactly what's going to happen in each different circumstance. So the way that you go ahead and do that is, like I said, you want to go ahead and save before you make any major decisions. So go through the basic beginning part of the game, and load, and get all your weapons and do whatever you need to do. But once you get to the point in the story where you need to go ahead and make a decision whether to go this way or whether to go that way with your story, at that point you want to save before, and then that way if you want to try to play it out a different way and see what happens, you can always go back and load that game, and that way you don't have to redo everything all over again. So as you can see, I did make a pretty hideous character here, so if I want to change my name, all I have to do is go ahead and go in here. Now, what I'm kind of laughing at is I named him Gorgeous, and if you look at him, he's pretty hideous. I put my endurance and my agility all the way up, like I said, so that way I could go ahead and run through that. But if you wanted to adjust anything here, you could go ahead and do that. I'm not going to get into it too much, but I will briefly tell you that a couple of the things that you're going to want in the beginning are your strength up, to be honest with you, it really depends on how you want to play the game. What I do recommend doing is go ahead and look, if you have the ability, go online, check out what each perks are, and I will be making another video about all the perks, about all the points and stuff needed that you to get each perk. So if you guys want to, go ahead and check out that video. But right now I'm not going to get too involved into this. I just kind of want to show you the basics and everything like that, show you that you can change it. You can change your name if you want to. We'll just name him Ty, just to be quickly. Go ahead and accept, and then we can go ahead and change our appearance completely. This is going to go ahead and bring us back into the menu that we had before when we were in our house, but obviously we're here in the vault, so we can change our face if we want to. We can do almost anything we want to do. We can go ahead and just quickly change if I want to make him black, Asian, or I should say African American, or whatever I wanted to do. I can do that really quickly. If I wanted to go ahead and change any of the extras, markings, blemishes, damage, so on and so forth, and then go ahead and change his muscular body tone. I had my guy before, as you saw, really large or fat or what have you. I like to make my characters a little bit more muscular. I usually like to play differently. Maybe I'd, maybe make one large or what have you if I wanted to just kind of laugh it off as I was going through the wasteland. But so you can go ahead and do that really quickly. And that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that is the best way that I have found to go ahead and play Fallout 4. That way you can, like I said, save yourself a bunch of time. It took me speed running through that a half an hour, and then, if I was to go ahead and pick up everything, it'd probably be in the range of about an hour. I do recommend, if you want to have any of the stuff that is in here, like the 10mm pistol or any ammo, stim packs, things like that throughout, that you do go ahead and run through it before you actually save at this point, or actually right before this point. That way you have all those each time you go ahead and replay the game. But this way you can play the game as many times as you want. All you have to do is load the save and then go ahead and edit your character however you want to make him from this point on. Then we're going to go ahead and say done, and we're going to go ahead and say finished, exit the vault.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for Vault Tech.
So at this point we're going to go ahead and go to the top of the vault, and really I don't have much left to go through with you, but I just kind of wanted to show you that it is possible to do, and that is really, by honestly, the best way to play the game. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. If you guys like this video, I would really appreciate a like down in the description there. Also, if you want to see any more episodes of Lost in the Game or any more Fallout 4 content, please do go ahead and subscribe. I also make other videos as well. I haven't made too many other videos because I've been kind of focusing on Fallout 4 and just really enjoying this game. So please share and tell other people about the channel, and have a good one.